She told me that she just wanted to see him again. She never told me her name, only what he called her. Darling. Darling met Sven when she was still living with her parents, and they made it very clear very quickly that they didn't approve of the relationship, and that if they found her talking to Sven, she wouldn't have a home anymore. But that didn't stop the talking at all. Little notes that said, "I love you," lyrics to a song that he never sang to her, funny thoughts, funny memes, and even the sad notes. They were Darling's greatest treasures, and she would never part with them. So she found a place to hide Sven in her clipboard. When you copy some text or a picture, it doesn't immediately overwrite the last thing you copied. It's all saved to a space that her parents didn't know about. The clipboard. It was a compromise, to be sure, but it was all Darling could do, and that was hard on Sven. And for Sven, just doing was hard. And one day, the notes stopped coming. And then the only thing left of Sven were the copies made by his Darling. And those almost weren't enough. In the dark of night, Darling sat on her treasured memories and she cried. That space was the only thing keeping her going at that point. But it almost wasn't enough to keep her from trying something that might let her see him again. But then, one day, she had an idea. She made a copy of her copy. First, it was just to print out a note of the first time he said, "I love you," but by the time her parents found out just how much that little piece of paper had meant to her, she had already made copies of copies of copies. She had posted the song he wrote for her online. She shared his favorite memes with every new friend she made, and she would tell the sad story of their love for the rest of her life. She knew she would see him again, but until that day, she was going to carry every copy, every piece of him, as far as she could. Remember to save the things you love, Netscape Navigators, and have a good evening.